back to the channel, guys. I hope you're having a wonderful day. We've been out here for about an hour now trying to come up with just the first 10 seconds of this video. I can't get the words right out of my mouth. Standing behind me is a full carbon wide body C8 Corvette. Finally got it right. Mr. Garcia is a great customer of ours from California. He shipped us a C8, a coupe, a couple years ago that we supercharged, one of the first supercharged cars that we've built. He enjoyed it so much, he wanted to buy another one and then make it SEMA and PRI worthy for other car shows as well. So not only did he want it to look good, he wanted the performance, right? So behind me, guys, this thing looks incredible. When I say full carbon, I think it's all full carbon, right? No, it really is. Carbon doors, carbon fenders, carbon hood, front. It looks incredible. Again, Mr. Garcia with the wheels and tires on it. It is a car show, you know, a car that you take to shows, which he does plan on showing a lot. But again, he wanted the performance to be there when he does drive it on the weekends. So we did similar to what we did back in 2022. We did a full supercharged package on it that makes over 700 horsepower. Difference is, old one was a coupe. This one, hardtop convertible that looks fucking incredible. So let me show you under the hood and we'll go from there.
From horsepower gains to custom enhancement, we deliver results. Late model Racecraft. We talking or we racing?
All right, so in my opinion, the hardtop convertibles from the factory look more exotic than the coupes. But when you add the wide body to this thing to make it look like a C8R in full carbon, it looks incredible, right? But then we have to give it the performance that Mr. Garcia wants. So we went with our full 700 horsepower package. So it is a boosted application. His first car we did was a Procharger. He liked it so well, so we went with the same kind of boosted application. It is a centrifugal supercharger. It's a P1X head unit, just like the other one. We can do root style blowers as well, like a 2650, like we do on the C7 platforms. But again, for what he's doing with the car, the way it looks, this is the correct package for him. So P1X under the hood. Obviously, guys, as good as this car looks, I wanted the intake manifold and the supercharger to pop as soon as you open the hatch on this thing. At first, we ordered a full black kit for him, and once I saw the car in person, I had to call him up and change it. I had to have a billet intake on this thing. The clearance is obviously different, guys, from the coupes to the convertibles, so the intake manifold and the pulley setup, the cog setup, it is different from a coupe to a convertible. They're not the exact same kits that just bolt right on. Because of the different clearance issues for the hardtop convertible versus the coupe. But it still is again, you have the supercharger here, centrifugal supercharger, that the gear drive, it has a cog that goes all the way to the front of the engine that obviously spins the crankshaft. Off the crankshaft spins the supercharger. Am I talking too fast for you? After that, guys, we did a full just normal catback exhaust system on it for sound and for looks. So it has a titanium exhaust system on it as well. The supercharger kit is just like the coupes when it comes to, it has the intercooler bricks and it has its own tank for water to flow through it to keep IATs down. Now this setup right here is only making 6-7 pounds of boost and still makes over 200 rear wheel horsepower more than stock on 93 octane. And in his case, he runs 91 in California. So this one, I think we stopped around 630 rear wheel horsepower. For a car like this, it is a blast to drive. But again, I think we did it right, in my opinion. When you walk up to this car, you see how good it looks on the outside. It has to look good under the hood as well. And for me to put my name on it, it has to drive well. So I'm gonna take you for a ride in it and see what y'all think. track mode. I'm gonna leave traction control on for now. I mean, it's got a big wheel and tire on it, but it's got like a rubber band tire on it. It's pretty thin. It's probably gonna spin a little bit, but traction control should kick in and pull some timing and let us have some fun here. So second gear. Definitely spun in second. I can feel it pulling timing out. But after second, shifts were money. It felt great. And it's a linear horsepower curve, so as RPM climb, you can feel you put it back in the seat more and more. The blower sounds good, and again, just a catback exhaust only, in my opinion, it sounds great. Obviously, if he wants it louder, we can do like a high flow cat, as well as our long tube headers to make it louder. But again, for his sake, what he's doing with this vehicle, it's more for show. So the catback, the titanium makes it look nice, sounds good. Now he's got the supercharger with the billet intake to look good under the hood for the hardtop convertible when he's showing it. And now he's got an extra 200 rear wheel horsepower over factory. And guys, I'm telling you, this thing drives like a stock vehicle. You would not know the difference until you got in it and put your foot in it more than, you know, 50% throttle. It drives phenomenal. Again, guys, those of you out there with C8 Corvettes, please go to our website, fill out an inquiry. We'll get you a quote on a package just like this. And if you want more horsepower, obviously the sky's the limit with a starting point like this. So yeah, hit us up. Next up, obviously, internals and clutch, right, when we want more stuff. But for a nice daily driver, sounds cool, looks cool, it's kind of hard to beat this package, especially for the money. Everything on these cars are very expensive to build. There's no little $5,000 supercharger kit you can just install in these cars, because it's very labor intensive, as well as the parts, because of the jack shaft, because of the way the intercooler is on these things, with an ice tank on the side, or we call it the water tank that sits on the side of these, whether it's a coupe or a hardtop convertible. Everything's expensive, but again, for what you're getting for the money, to me, this car drives perfect, looks good, and yeah, it's one of my favorite selling packages. Now again, twin turbos are also great with the same kind of a setup. It just makes a lot more torque down low, but then depending on the boost level we run, that's where the clutch issue, it kind of gets on the edge right there. So I'll stop talking now, get y'all some more action. Your average person driving this car, in my opinion, I think is gonna just have fun, maybe 40 miles an hour to 100, you know, just quick little burst. Most people don't go much faster than that, unless you're at some event to do something where you have a big enough track to do it. So that's first gear. I know it's gonna spin. Let me do second gear. The blower sounds so good. And again, just with the catback, it's real hard to beat. And I'm surprised it actually is handling way better than I thought. I thought I was gonna be struggling to keep this thing smooth and in my lane just because the airbag's in the back. But man, she's running great. It's actually fun as hell to drive. Mr. Garcia, I think you might actually drive this more than you think. I know you're gonna use it for car shows only, but I think now you might actually want to take this thing out more than once and actually play with it on your way to some car shows instead of just trailering it to some car shows. This thing's fun as hell. You know what, I'm gonna leave traction control. I'm not gonna put up to race mode where it launches really hard at 3,500. Tire pressure monitors, I need to reset them because of the wheels and tires. So let's just, screw it. Let's turn that off and just launch it slow. See if it'll even work. traction control off in track mode because the tire pressure monitors aren't reading. I don't want to put it in track mode where it'll leave at 3,500. That way it won't leave like that because of that. So I left it just in regular mode and brake floor. It's like 2 steps instead of going to 3,500. You're almost like foot braking a torque converter car. But that thing actually hooked up and went very well on these wheels and tires. That was freaking awesome. I might turn around and do that one more time because that was so much fun. All right, I'm gonna do it again, guys. Again, I'm in track mode, traction control off, but I don't have it in launch control, so like it's not gonna go up to 3-step. Instead of 3,500, it's only gonna go about 1,800 RPMs. Yeah, buddy. That is fun. All right, well, I'm done. Welcome back to the channel, guys. Behind me, got a good one for you. A full wide body carbon C8 Corvette. Mr. Garcia from California, we've built him a full wide body carbon C8 Corvette.
What?
Is a beautiful C8 Corvette. Motherfucker, I knew it was gonna fuck me. Was that good? Or was that not good?
This is the video.
Was it really?
This is the video.
I thought you were
right
like,
now. This is gonna be on the video.
I thought you were like, dude, you're rambling like a fucking little squirrel. Stop talking. Like, show me under the hood or something.
This is
cool.
the awesome video right here.
This is what Stephen Faraday and Late Model Racecraft is all about, buddy. Badass Corvettes and being squirrels and going fast. All right, come on. Take 74 with carbon wheels and tires on it.
Carbon tires, huh? I guess everything's.
God damn it!
I guess
bro.
everything's carbon.
God damn it. Our customer from California, Mr. Garcia, he has shipped us. Oh my God, I was doing so good. That was so good. I just need to talk about Corvettes and how fucking cool we can make them. That's all fucking. It is a full wide body carbon Corvette standing behind me.